I've said it before, I'll say it again. Whenever there is a year that has a Christopher Nolan movie coming out, that movie is automatically one of the most anticipated films of the year. I mean, maybe not for you individually, but for the industry as a whole, when a Christopher Nolan film is coming out, that's an event. And 99% of the time, it knocks it out of the park. 1% of the time, yeah, you maybe get Tenet. I don't know. At any rate, Oppenheimer. We've been waiting for Oppenheimer to come out. The whole idea about the very subject matter of the movie looks absolutely crazy. The early first reactions were all very, very good. But as we've talked about before, first reactions can skew a little bit more positive because when people can just give a short little brief quote about a movie, they'll focus more on the positive. What happens when the full reviews come out? Well, the full reviews for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer are now out. And with 63 major reviews counted, Oppenheimer is currently holding a 97%. Which means out of the two movies opening this weekend, Barbie is currently sitting at 90. And now we've got Oppenheimer sitting at 97%. And we're hearing all the flash words coming out of it. Brilliant, a spectacle, and many of the people saying it's actually one of Christopher Nolan's best. The Independent in the UK say this. Large swatches of the film play out as a political thriller, the fuel in its engine being Robert Downey Jr.'s Titanic coloring of Strauss, all boorishness and manipulative charm. Slant Magazine writes, Oppenheimer joins the ranks of Christopher Nolan's best work, not just for preserving some essential inexplicability of nuclear physics, but by undermining the idea of science's objectivity. Empire Magazine writes, a masterfully constructed character study from a great director operating on a whole new level, a film that you don't merely watch, you must reckon with. Listen, let me tell you why that's one of my favorite quotes. Because much like when you went back to, say, Mr. Rogers, what was that documentary called? It's like A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood or something like that.
Well, yeah.
I said this about that movie. I love movies that when you walk out of it, the movie comes with you. You know what I mean? That there's just things that you feel like you still have to think about. And I love that Empire said it's a movie you must reckon with. USA Today writes, Cillian Murphy turns in a haunting career best performance as theoretical physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer, and Robert Downey Jr. astounds in a way that we haven't seen in quite some time. The Associated Press writes, Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer is a kinetic thing of dark, imposing beauty that quakes with the disquieting tremors of a forever rupture in the course of human history. The Film Verdict writes, it's a protagonist, like its protagonist, Oppenheimer is a work in constant conflict with itself, with most of its problems rooted in Nolan's screenplay. The New York Post writes, Oppenheimer is a movie that makes you say, oh my God, over and over again in awe and terror. You know, reading these reviews, it takes us back to something that Christopher Nolan said. I think we covered this a couple of weeks ago. Christopher Nolan was talking about some of the early screenings that he had done with test audiences. And he mentioned that the audience was saying, oh my God, oh my God. But also the fact that several people said, you know, what you've really made here, Christopher, is a horror movie. And Christopher Nolan said, you know what, in many ways, that's exactly what it is. You know, when they started showing us the previews for this, it looked like, and I am a sucker for these based on true event things, particularly true event stuff that has kind of shaped us and altered the entire direction of the human experience. And Oppenheimer is certainly one of those. But when these movies make you feel and think and experience, and maybe even make you look at the world around you a little bit differently, the promise of that is kind of exciting. And I say the promise of that because I haven't seen the movie yet. Like, I'm seeing it tomorrow night. I'm seeing Barbie tonight, Oppenheimer tomorrow night. But everything that I'm reading about this, it sounds like this movie is living up to be everything I was hoping it would be. Whether it does or doesn't, I'll find out for myself tomorrow.
We want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. From the gas pump to the grocery store, your utility bills and favorite streaming services, inflation is everywhere. Seriously, make it stop. Thankfully, there's one company out there that's giving you a much-needed break. It's Mint Mobile. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know that ever since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been saving almost 70% a month over my old phone plan. For people looking Looking for extra savings this year? Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.
Question is for you guys. What do you think about these early reviews from Oppenheimer? A number of people saying this is one of Christopher Nolan's, if not the best Christopher Nolan effort he's ever done. Has it moved the needle on your anticipation? Are you now more excited for it? No more excited for it? Less excited for it? Maybe you were never planning on watching it in the first place. Are you a fan of Christopher Nolan films? Maybe you're not. Whatever you guys think or feel about this, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching our video. Make sure you do all the standard stuff, subscribe to the channel, click the thumbs up button. But listen also, we do a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, hour-long show every day. Make sure you go and subscribe to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice.